Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, February 20th, 2013. There's some news just coming in from Japan now regarding the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. The Japanese Transport Safety Board is saying that in the probe for the overheating of the lithium-ion battery in the All Nippon Airways Dreamliner, they have discovered that it was improperly wired. According to the safety board, they're saying in a report that the battery of the aircraft's auxiliary power unit was incorrectly connected to the main battery that overheated. Flickering of the plane's tail and wing lights after it landed, and the fact that the main battery was switched off, led the investigators to conclude that there was an abnormal current traveling from the auxiliary power unit due to miswiring. The agency said that more analysis is needed to determine what caused the main battery to overheat and emit the smoke that caused the emergency landing on January 16th. All Dreamliners remain grounded. Boeing also made an announcement today indicating that they may have found a way to better insulate the lithium-ion battery. The American authorities have yet to comment on the Japanese press release. There was another natural gas explosion in the United States last night. There was a spectacular blast at a restaurant called JJ's in Country Club Plaza in Kansas City, Missouri. This is in a glass facade of an office building under construction. It apparently blew up at some time shortly after 6 p.m. Central Time and was not put out for 2 hours until the firefighters could turn off the natural gas. Country Club Plaza is a spectacular venue in downtown Kansas City. At least one person is reported dead. Royal Sun Alliance, the big British insurer, has seen its share price plummet by about 13% this morning. This is after the company announced a 33% dividend cut. This caught investors by surprise, apparently. This is despite the fact that the insurer announced a net profit for 2012 of £684 million. That's down from last year's, 2011 I should say, £727 million. The decrease is a result of UK flooding claims and losses from last May's earthquake in northern Italy. RSA said that the dividend cut was a, quote, rebase and a prudent move that will enable us to invest in the opportunities we see for growth. Analysts were unimpressed. One said that RSA's high dividend was one of its key attractions, so this decrease will not be seen well. Well, we've not covered this, but maybe we should have. There's been a worldwide scandal now regarding the amount of horse meat that has been found in alleged beef products, and it reached the world's biggest food company today, Swiss-based Nestle, as well as the world's top beef producer, JBS of Brazil, have been caught in a long list of firms to be tainted in Europe's spiraling horse meat scandal. Their involvement in the fast-moving drama has marked another milestone that has seen supermarket chains across Europe pull from their shelves millions of so-called beef products that are now thought to contain horse meat. Nestle announced that it was removing 2 ready-to-eat meals, beef ravioli and beef tortellini, from supermarket shelves in Italy and Spain after tests found traces of horse DNA in the products. The firm insisted that there was no food safety issue, but said that the tainted products breached the 1% threshold that the British Food Safety Agency uses to indicate likely adulteration or gross negligence. The horse DNA was found in products that Nestle had purchased from a German supply firm called H.J. Scheip. The state-run Texas Windstorm Association posted a $183 million loss in fiscal year 2012, prompting a board member of the entity to call it a shame for hundreds of thousands of policyholders. The embattled windstorm and hailstorm insurer of last resort in Texas continues to slide backward on its road to recovery, in part due to ongoing litigation relating to Hurricane Ike. Hurricane Ike? Yes, in 2008, 5 years ago. According to the association, there are still some 220 Ike-related lawsuits pending against the Windstorm Association. Unfortunately, they are all being filed by non-Texas Windstorm Association policyholders. The state insurance commissioner said the Windstorm Association may have made a lot of mistakes in the past and maybe had employees engaged in improper and unethical conduct, But there's no way to punish the TWIA without punishing policyholders because they pay for everything. It's a strange argument. One would think if a litigant prevails in court, it shouldn't necessarily matter who has to pay. There's a couple of civil disturbances going on. One is in Greece. That's a pretty normal occurrence. Thousands of anti-austerity demonstrators have shut down the country down pretty much. They've disrupted flights, kept ferries and long-distance trains idle, crippled public services in a 24-hour walkout. State schools and tax offices closed down. Public hospitals are functioning only on an emergency basis, and even neighborhood street fruit and vegetable markets have been closed up. Meanwhile, the situation in India is far more dangerous. Protesting workers have destroyed vehicles and damaged factories near New Delhi. This is at the beginning of a two-day strike called by trade unions over high prices. 400 striking workers threw stones at factories in the industrial hub of Nolda, about 10 miles east of New Delhi. Police charged the workers with batons. 7 cars and a fire truck were burnt out, and about a dozen other cars were smashed up. Elsewhere in the country, one protester was killed in the northern city of Ambala. And meanwhile, back in Syria, the situation continues to worsen. It's getting a little close to home now to President Bashar Assad. 2 mortars exploded this morning next to a soccer stadium in central Damascus, killing a soccer player. The mortar attack was the second in 2 days on the capital. Yesterday, 2 mortars exploded near one of Assad's palaces, causing material damage to the building. This is the first strike close to the presidential palace and another sign that the war is moving closer to Assad himself. According to news agency reports, the mortars today landed in a complex housing the Tishrin soccer stadium and a hotel next to it in the central district. Some players were actually practicing in the stadium at the time. According to the news reports, the player who was killed was in the hotel and getting ready to come out to go across the street to the soccer stadium. He died later in the hospital. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.